In this live video, I wanted to ask you to comment how free you feel in Syria. And I really wonder about that question because that country had a civil war that lasted for 14 years, and there had been millions of refugees from Syria. And I wonder, I mean, some have returned, but not all people. So how do you feel about your country? And Syria has a diverse population, like Kurdish, Arab tribes, and also minorities, Alawites and other minorities. So I wonder how everything is in Syria right now, because it has been over a year, and how much of the country has been rebuilt, I wonder. Like, can we say that quite a few things have been rebuilt? Can we actually say that? I mean, it's still a long process, I think, before the country could be rebuilt. Like, it's not going to be a slow process. It's going to take many, many years, even decades, to build a country, because most of it has been destroyed. And as the Missy Elliott rap song, is it worth it? Like, it's an odd question, some of you may think, but I do wonder, that those 14 years of civil war, was it worth it? And President Trump would say yes, because Syria has been reintegrated with the West. So basically, because the country has been reintegrated with the West, therefore it's, according to him, it's an amazing, thing, because for many decades, Syria was not allied with the West. And so now it's very important to Trump that Syria is on his side. And especially now, as the Iran war might resume, or I don't know, I haven't watched the news today, but it might have resumed. So basically, Syria has importance for the West. And I would say that as a person from, you would say, a Western country, although my country, Hungary, actually had been allied with Russia for a long, long time. So, but I mean, still, Hungary was on good terms with the United States. So, because Viktor Orban, the former prime minister, had built a relationship with both the West and the East. So, but with Syria now, it's a Western allied country now. And I wonder, how do the minorities feel in Syria? Like, the Christian minorities, how has their lives changed? Like, I wonder, like, do they feel better in the free Syria, or do they miss anything from the past? I'm just curious, like, I would like to to know. And I have heard very terrible stories that some people don't return back to Syria because they feel that the new regime is not for them. It doesn't reflect them. That they they are minorities, and they don't feel it's the same home that they used to have, you know. So it's really interesting to see how things are going to unfold in the future for Syria, because as a person from a small country, I would say that I have definitely felt the pain of Syrians in a way, even though my country hasn't been a war-torn country like Syria, but still, I mean, it's, you know, Hungarians had to make good relations with both the West and the East. We had no other choice, so, you know. But now Hungary is allied with the European Union, which is a different topic. But all I'm saying is that life is very unfair to many people, and those who don't deserve to be mistreated, they are mistreated in this world. So it is, you know, ironic that people face huge difficulties, um, and it's not their fault. It's, so I wonder, and how can we feel about Trump? And Trump had invited President al-Shara to the White House before, and yeah, that was a different topic. But how do you feel? Do you feel better that Syria is allied with the West only, and Syria was cut off from Iranian ties, so it's no longer the Iranian regime. It has no influence on Syria anymore. So do you feel good about that? And who are the ones who don't betray the Palestinian Arabs? Which sides? I mean, there are many Muslims in the world, but some do betray their fellow Arab, you know, people. You know, it's a very strange topic. I don't know why I should talk about it as a person from Europe, but I feel sorry for, you know, the people, and think of their plight and suffering, and because I have read that the Gaza Gaza city has been infested with, you know, rats and stuff like that. So, you know, it is a very ugly scene for the people there, you know, like the civilians who have to suffer from that type of thing. You know, it's a very disturbing situation. But so who are the real Muslims who care about their fellow Arab, you know, people? I really do wonder, because I look around and I see hypocrisy, and sometimes I feel strange that why do they blame me as a person from Europe, that, you know, it's not my fault that your fellow people, the Arab people, they suffer. It's like, I don't want you guys to suffer, you know, that's not the thing, you know. I have no issue with anyone, but I'm just saying this is very disturbing that that it's, the religion is just, people think that just because they pray it doesn't, but if they don't care about their fellow human beings, yeah, they just pray and they think they get rewards, and but it's not enough. When we look around and the world is full of suffering, and if you gain rewards for a deed that you do, it's okay, but it doesn't help the world. Exactly, it doesn't give those people, better lives. Like, those people are going to suffer, and so I wonder in Syria too, what the situation is actually like on the ground, how people feel about this topic. So the past and the present, and how do they view their future? Like, do they feel encouraged, and do they have a positive outlook on life, that they think that their future is going to be good or not? And I mean, let us remember that Syria is Israel's neighbor, like one of Israel's neighbors. So, it's a difficult situation for Syria and the Syrian people, because right next door, Israel is making sure that you are going to be subjugated in one way or another. So, they don't want you to have strong national identity, I guess. And so I'm just saying, this is, a terrible thing, that, all those 14 years you have suffered, and for what? Was it worth it? Was it worth all the suffering? I really do wonder. And so, just, I don't know if anybody would comment on this live video. Nobody comes up to watch this live video for some reason. When I talk about something and want to, find a way to, like, I really wish there was, a decent person that, could ask questions from, and um like real answers, I would hear. But nowadays people are so fake, and they don't really care. So, but I'm just saying that I care about countries that suffer from war and injustice. And so, I'm just saying, this is it. You don't have to read into this much more than that. It's just something that, I don't know, any human being can be interested in. It's not like, it's not odd, in my opinion. I think if we care, it's nothing odd about it. It's just, people are strange that they only care about their own lives. It's the only thing that they see, and there is beyond that. It's not just us who live, but there are many other people anyway. So I don't think I would receive any comments on my videos, because I usually don't do, and I only receive comments on videos that are not serious. But I mean, that's the thing about the audience that YouTube has. It's not exactly the platform, but I don't have other social accounts that much to post something on. And so I try it here in case, but anyway, I do feel sorry for the minorities anywhere, if they suffer, regardless of, what. So thank you for watching, and take care. Goodbye.